Hi everybody, welcome to another video by Pan Society. I'm Cherie. A couple videos ago I talked about daily living rituals, and today I would like to talk about crafting a bigger ritual. Let me preface this by saying that this is not the way or the only way. This is just a stepping stone and just another tool for you to use to create your own ritual in your own way, in your own fashion, however you feel. And this is just mostly to give you a point to start with for those that are confused or don't know how to begin, or just looking for maybe a new method. So hopefully we can all gain something from this, and feel free to share with me how you do things as well, because we're always learning and we're always trying new things, right? I think the easiest thing when you're crafting a ritual is to think about why you're doing it. Are you doing it to celebrate a moon circle? Are you doing it for a solstice? Are you doing it for a seasonal change? Are you doing it for some kind of intent or magic working that you're doing, no matter whatever your modality is? Once you figure out what your ritual is for and why you're doing it, that will lay the groundwork for everything else. So for example, I want to do a moon goddess circle. I would definitely have to start looking at other things of when I'm going to do it, where I'm going to do it, and how. So once we've decided the type of ritual that we're doing, now we're going to decide on when we're going to do it. So you're going to want to take a look at a calendar and figure out if a moon cycle is important to yours. If not, if a specific day is or a time, you'll want to note that down. And I really suggest like keeping track of all of this, and you're going to want to create a journal for it anyway, so you can remember what you're doing and how you felt and if there were any changes or anything. So go ahead and take a look at a calendar. Pick out the date. There are awesome calendars out there that already have the moon cycles on them. They also have when like the astrological changes at specific times and the planetary alignments. There's also amazing apps you can get for your phone now. iPhone doesn't have as many really cool ones. Not that I'm knocking iPhones, because I use one, but they are very limited. The Androids have so many more apps to choose from, and it's really cool, some of the things that they have. But if you prefer the app, or if you prefer looking online, or if you prefer a calendar, whichever way you choose, just figure out which date and time, if the time is specific for you, or if you just want to go with what you're feeling, that's cool too. The third thing you want to think about is where you're going to do it. Or is it going to be inside? Is it going to be outside? Do you need to be worried about weather, what you're wearing, what time of day you're doing it? You want to keep that in mind as you're putting all of this together for it. So now we've picked out the ritual that we're doing, the day that we're doing it, and where we're doing it. So keeping all of this in mind, do you need an altar or a focal point for your ritual? If you do, then you're going to want to think about things that go on it. So when you think about decorating your altar, you want to think about correspondences for the energy that you're trying to draw right then. So like if you're doing something that involves love, you're going to pick things that remind you of love, things that are pink, red, heart-shaped, flowers that go along with that, maybe stones that go with that, whatever your imagination can lend you. Now that you have your focal point, you're going to write out what you want to do for your ritual. Some people start off with calling quarters or thanking the directions, the elements. If whatever your modality is, if you have deities, you might want to call deities. If you need to cast a circle for yours, and if it's a closed circle, so that once it's cast you don't enter or exit until it's reopened. These are things to think about, so you want to keep those in mind as you're doing this. Other than that, rituals can be as simple or as ornate and elaborate as you want them to be or need them to be. If you're just starting out, I recommend just keeping it simple, because then you won't stress out about it as much, and you'll get some joy and fulfillment out of it because it won't be so taxing and such a burden. And then as you get more practiced at it, then you can make it bigger and bigger and bigger, or more elaborate, or you can do bigger rituals and then involve more people if you like, depending on how your comfort level with this. But truthfully, there's no wrong or right way to do it. It's however you feel, whatever your modality is, and whatever your comfort level is with all of this. So how do you do your rituals? Do you do them differently? What do you celebrate? I'm very interested in hearing what you do. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, or share, and I will see you next time in another pan video.